Alright, Miss Page's class today. If you finish your commercial project, you'll be working on the op art piece. That's going to be our last project of the year. What you're going to do, you have a few different options, and Miss Dixon's going to show you those options on the board. But you are going to choose what you'd like to do. I'm going to show you one option today. So you can see I traced my hand 3 times. You can trace it more if you want. You can overlap hands if you want to have one going underneath. And then you're going to try to create an optical illusion. An optical illusion tricks the eye. That's what op art does, into that it's 3-dimensional or moving. So what you're going to do with the hands, when you start at the bottom with the wrist, you're going to not be drawing a straight line, you're going to be drawing a curved line, and it's going to go up and down, like a rainbow. And it's going to follow your hand as you go all the way up. And you're going to continue doing that until you get to the fingers. I'm going to show you what you do. So you're going to do that individually for each finger. So it's going up, it's not going down. And you're not adding details in the hand at all, you're just tracing it. And then you're going to go up, connect. If you feel confident with this step, you can go ahead and do it in Sharpie. But I'd recommend at least doing one hand first before you do Sharpie, just so you get the hang of it, because you can't erase Sharpie. So once you're done with this, you're going to do that for all the hands. For the background, you have a lot of different options. You could do some spirals. You could do have the lines all connected. So if you do connected lines, you're going to do a straight line and connect to the edge of the paper. It's like this sitting on a table or resting on a table. I'm not using a ruler, I'm just dragging my line. It doesn't need to be perfectly straight. So you can see the line on the table is straighter. If you have this hand, the lines are going to be going this direction. So you're not going to go the same direction for everything. But just focus on one hand at a time. And I'm connecting the lines in between the fingers with a flat, straight line. Okay. Now over here, what you can start to do is drag the line over. Some of the lines you might just keep in the hand and not draw on the table. But you're kind of going over, straight, over, straight, over. You can do it this way too, if you want, or you can just do one at a time, like this. Just make sure you don't do too many lines. If you do too many, you're going to end up with too many lines, and it's going to be really hard. Spread them out a little bit. So this is the one option. Another thing you can do will be adding a spiral, and you could add spirals behind your fingers. So concentric circles. You could add some of those if you wanted and overlap them. So overlapping means something's in front of the other. The hand's in front of the spiral, so I'm not drawing through my hand. Okay. And then for my fingers for this, I'm going to turn it over. And then you're going to trace everything in Sharpie. And for coloring it in, you can paint it. You can do any supply, except oil pastel. That gets too messy for something like this. Any questions?